selling the O'Donnell, the ODB. I'm selling the Eddie Bell. I'm selling my TC4 and my Team Magic E4D. The TC4 is going to come with the most stuff. Well, this is going to come with a lot of stuff too. I have replacement airons front and rear, front and rear. What are these things called? Shock towers. This front plate here, steering Ackerman. I got a bunch of parts for the car. Front and rear hubs for this car, and 2 replacement universals for the wheels. These are universals and not CVDs. So the whole car is ceramic bearings throughout the entire car. If there's a bearing in that car, it's a ceramic bearing. Rolls super free, great car. I didn't run it that much. I ran it a couple times. I crashed it once, and I had to replace. I used to have like, I don't know, a ton of these universals, but my son, I had 3 of these. My son has one, and he's running it. The other one I sold, and this is the one I speed run out. So yeah, this one. What's wrong with it? Oh, this front drive shaft is bent. But I mean, you can measure it. I'm sure there's often makes a replacement for. This is not an Alpha car. This is an O'Donnell, but often makes a large amount of different sized dog bones. I'm sure you can find one to fit. I'm pretty sure this is like, I think it's 90 millimeters or something like that. It's not like a weird oddball size or anything. I just never got around to replacing it because I pulled all the electronics out of this car and put them into the MRX5. So yeah, it's a full conversion. It's not going to come with the motor or the mount. If you really, if you can convince me to get rid of it, I kind of need it. I'm putting this into a different car, this motor and this mount. But there's that. That's the ODB, right? TC4, right? TC4 is not going to. These are all going to come as rollers, not come with any electronics. TC4 is going to come with. What is that? Let's see if I can get you to focus on that. Yeah, that's a steel diff assembly. It already has steel diffs on the front and the rear. This is just a rebuild kit. This is just a regular diff rebuild kit. I mean, just a rebuild kit for the diff. It doesn't have any out drives in it, so you can rebuild both diffs, a complete steel diff if you want to. It'll come with two rear shock towers and 1 front shock tower. It has aluminum shock towers on it now, but I rammed into something and this shock tower got bent. I bent it back into place. You could use it, you can keep it, whatever you want to do. The rear one is in great shape. The front one, if you can see right here, it's got a little taken out of it there. You can replace it with the old ones or keep them on. I saw no difference in the way the car drove after I put it back together. So this has been tested. It runs. It's great. It'll also come with 2 steel spools. Right. So if you wanted to take the ball diffs out and put spools in, not have to worry about you blowing out ball diffs, you could use those. Right. What else? It's got the upgraded center shaft. It's got aluminum drive shafts or drive cups on both sides. Those are custom, very nice. It's got the aluminum spur gear holder, and it's also going to come with a replacement one. I ordered one from China. I ordered one from like Minnesota, and the one from Minnesota came first. So now I have 2. So you'll have 2 if you buy it. It'll come with these body post holders. I keep those on there. Those are pretty cool. If you want to, put your body on and not have to reinforce it 8 gajillion times, you can just buckle it to the chassis, so it won't come flying off your car. It's not going to come with any of these electronics. What else? What else is in this car? I told you about the steel diff out drives. Oh, it's got aluminum arms, right? Front and rear. It's got the upgraded aluminum CVDs on front and the rear. Let me see if you can see that. Yeah, blue. What else? I think that's about it. The chassis is brand new. These braces are brand new. The only thing I think is wrong with this car is it's got a scuff on the drive shaft there because I was a dumb butt and I scratched it. What else? I think that's it. Oh, the diff. If you really want to, there's the diff housing. I spun the pin loose and it scratched the diff housing. I put the pin back in there and I seal, and I put like a sealant inside the pinhole to keep the pin from coming out. So it doesn't come out anymore. But you know, if you want to, you could get a new diff housing, rear diff housing. Not that big of a deal. Not a deal breaker by any means. Let's see. I think that's it. It's got upgraded shocks. These are just, I mean, I bought them because basically they thread all the way down to the bottom. So you could put the threads as far down as you can, and the springs themselves become shock stops. It keeps the car from bottoming out because the spring actually stops the shock movement. You could keep those on, or you can put the originals back on, which are here in this box. So, bunch of stuff comes with a bunch of parts. Am I not focused? Annoying. So yeah, comes with a bunch of parts. That's TC4. Just make me an offer, you know. You don't, you know. I'm not gonna start quoting too many prices because, you know, whatever. And the old Eddie Bell. You guys have seen this car run a bunch of times. It's in good shape. I had to replace the ball cups. It was on this side. So the parts this car will come with is 2 rear uprights, a replacement diff. Right, you can put that in the front or the rear. You know, teeth are all good. It won't have any electronics in it. I'll leave the this motor. There's something wrong with the motor. All right, so if you want to keep it, I'll leave it in the car. But I have another one to replace it. If you want another one to put in there, you know, it's a low KV. It's gigantic and it's really fun because you can run up and down the street at 100 miles an hour like 4 or 5 times, and the motor will never overheat on you. It's a fun motor, but you know, it's got the a special motor mount that will basically accommodate motors of this size. Once you get the car, you'll see what I had to do I had to actually raise the motor mount off the frame a bit to get this motor to fit in there. But you know, you can just take the screws out, take the risers off, and it'll lay back down again. Or you can leave it in there, doesn't matter. Battery trays are already set up. This is a little mounting area for your GPS. Again, it will not have a receiver in it. It will not have an ESC in it. I have a motor, and you can keep the servo. It's I think it's a Turnigy 8-scale buggy servo in there. I think it's got 166 ounces of torque. It works. Moves the wheels back and forth, and keeps zero pretty good. What's wrong with the car? Let's think. Oh. I don't know if you guys are able to see this, but the things that go wrong with this car, if you own one or if you never own one, the rear dog bone will bend on you. I replaced the rear dog bone with a MIP. You guys you can kind of see it in there. I'll have to post some pictures. But basically, I replaced the rear drive shaft with an MIP CVD, so no more breaking of the rear dog bone. What else? I have another the gear the pinion gear for the inner diff pinion gear, the one that goes on the back of here. I have an extra one of those to come with the car. 2 rear uprights, 1 set of replacement pillow balls and pillow ball cups. And all the hardware you need to put them on. There's like a couple of larger screws that hold the pillow ball in. All that stuff will come with it. I think that's about it. All right, moving on to the next car. I did the ODB, did this car. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments or shoot me a private message. What else? I'm selling my ED4 as well, or E4D, sorry. This is a Team Magic E4D. If you wanted to get into drift, I'm selling this as well. No electronics, just a roller. It has the rear spool and the front one way, so it's like drift ready. Right? One way. It's a good car. I just ended up getting something else. You can speed run this car out. The internal gear ratio is pretty gosh darn good. If nobody buys it, I probably will, just to, you know, poops and gigs. It's a good car, rolls well, got no problems. I modified it, right, to give me more turn. Right, you see that? All that turn, yeah. In order to do that, I had to shave off one of the holes on this side, so that this part of the drive would not hit that belt right there. Let's see that. Mad turn, good car. I have some parts coming to replace these two arms so that to make them adjustable. I could put them on the car or put them in a bag with the car if you wanted them. Yeah, good car. Well, that's it, guys. If you see anything you like, send me a private message. Sorry all my sound came through one of your ear cups if you're wearing headphones. Because I'm standing on one side of the phone that's taking the video. If I forgot anything, let me know. Any questions, send me a private message or put them in the comments below. Comments down there. All right, deuces, silly gooses, and get that speed and all that good stuff and buy my stuff. And I just got too many. I get too many cars. There's no way. I have so many cars right now. I can't even work on them all. So that's the only reason I'm getting rid of my cars. I love this car. And one of the Aussies just ran 160 something, 156 and 152, something like that on the GTP2e. So it's a fast car. You know, I just got other things now. So yeah, GTP2e, TC4, E4D, O'Donnell.